Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 40 of RimWorld Survival. It's crazy to me that this is now about twice as long as the speedrun challenge, and yet we are nowhere near where we need to be. Taking a look at the goals here, let's move on because that depresses me. I will be working on that, however. Okay, so first things first, some tips. Luke O'Keefe and others, in fact, asked if it is possible to shorten the Prepare a While raids. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe. I can look into it. Let's see. I got some other tips. Eritha Kabe mentioned that my kibble lure feed spot really can't be there because there is no easy way to walk there. Oh boy, I should have known that. So let's get Stormy to move it real quick. Why Stormy? I don't know. They were closest standing. All right, Ms. Stormy, Mr. Stormy. I always get confused. Genders, you know, what are they, right? All right. So if we drop it here. No, don't. Oh, why? Sorry, I have to do this again, because I'm an idiot. Stormy was like, oh, it doesn't belong here. Let me bring it over to the pile. It's like, no, I don't want you to do that. Alright, so, drop, forbid, oops, and remove. Alright, so now, I think that Boom Rat, oh, it's still alive, has been munching corpses or something. Nope, it's trivially malnourished. Okay, well, I've done what I could. More peace talks, that's cute. Actually, I believe that's the tribe that I'm actually going to create peace with, if I recall correctly. So last episode, as I was trying to say, well, this happened. We were looting, and yeah, now we have this turret here. Red Echo mentioned something smart, which was that I have a little spot of unroofed nastiness right around here, which also happens to be pretty close to where the turret is. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig that out. And that way we can use the turret from the safety of inside the mountain, and it won't be able to be attacked because this area here, as you can see, it's a workshop. It's walled off. How does this account to be a workshop? Oh, I guess there's a crematorium in there. That's not a workshop, Tynan. But whatever. Who am I to judge? So, all that wonderful meat has gone to wonderful fine meals, but the electric stove just shorted. It does occur to me that we aren't out of the woods yet. We are constantly at a lack of food, so I still need to work. Well, you all voted for it, so whether I want to or not, I need to work on the second hydroponic farm. That's something I'll be doing. Thank you, Safalu. Let's go. Speaking of the hydroponic farm, we are going to need a crazy amount of steel and components to fill out a farm. Did our little Boomerang friend take the bait? No, not yet. Alright, so the second bionic leg is done. We don't even have space for it. Aggro. I can't make medicine. I'm waiting on cloth. Oh, but this cotton is I love when it's 100% grown, but like still not ready. I don't know why I find that funny, but I do. Oh wait, there's nowhere to put this yet. Checking restrictions here. Stormy is the only one on outside time, and shouldn't be. Keep everyone inside for now. just to limit their potential exposure. We're starting to get the tea house looking good once again, as you can see. It's getting more beautiful to be in here, which when they're out here, they'll fulfill their beauty needs up to, that looks like 80-something%, and outdoor needs. We don't have any tea for them to imbibe out there. So that's something else I'm going to have to work towards. Of course, that means, again, second-hand farm. So hopefully I'll make headway and progress on that. Aggro, you have inspiration for surgery. Yeah, that's not going to be happening. Alright, so Cefalu here has a lot more meds. Oh, there it goes. You may eat it. If you feed it, they shall come. Alright, so obviously I don't want to blow them up, like, right... maybe I do. I winced a little bit doing it where I did it. Is there a mountain overhead? Yeah, there is a mountain overhead. No! Okay, I only have initial, so I can go outside. No, don't come hug me. Go away. Don't suicide bomb me. Alright. If you just have them as conscripted or drafted, they'll put fires out that they're adjacent to, even if it's not in the home zone. And voila, boom rat. One boom rat burger coming up. I've got to say, this butcher table, very, very infrequent use. When it does, colony's briefly happy. So James is still making some small sculptures. If he prefers to do that over the mining of the hydroponics, that's okay. He's had a rough few days. He is the new Captain Cancer, after all. Aggro is going to work towards that. So, for a full heal of James, let's check his health. The lung's going to need to be replaced. That's like 2 meds. The carcinoma is going to be cut out. That's like 6 more meds, so 8. And then the leg's going to need replaced. That's 10. 10 meds for his time spent outside. Alright, steep price. I'm glad I had that extra lung, because radiation damage is not something you can cut out, as I mentioned before. And he's hanging in there. He's not particularly happy. I really should add, like, a negative mood of, like, radiation damage and cancer. So the rice is growing in. I would say we're not out of the woods for food scarcity, but we're doing better than we were. But that's primarily because I'm skipping some meals. So we have 17 meds here. Let's go ahead and start working on them. So what are we going to do? We are going to install left leg. Install right lung. And excise the... So left leg, right lung, excise the left lung carcinoma. God, this is very much, I would say, theater. The other issue is I should suspend these. Because our best doc... So let's see. Our best doc has a pinky problem and also some radiation buildup. So the pinky problem is easy to fix. Man, everyone's becoming bionic. I don't want to fail a surgery because I wasn't careful. And then what we would have is like Tony install an arm into Stormy. Stormy does all the surgeries. Something along those lines. Alright. I can get behind that. Did I just turn that off? Do I have dead power? Oh, I do have dead power there. There we go. Alright, Mr. Janes, you must have just made more art. There it is. And the dining room finally benefits. Oh, I really thought Acid was going to install that. Volcanic winter. I guess it's about to get cold. Not that I'm already used to that. Well, I suppose, given that it is a volcanic winter, the likelihood of us finding some additional creatures to cook up is now extraordinarily low. So if I really want some of these digging tasks done, what I'm going to do is... Janes, I'm going to have you construct over art. And mine over art. Alright, not that kind of mine. We might want that kind of mine soon, but for now, we have enough gold for like 3 more advanced components, so... Now, I haven't forgotten about my power grid. Not one bit. The power grid's sort of up to when Cefalu's radiation comes down, though. I feel better bringing that down a little bit more. Hey, we just made a meal out of 11. Please count when you're cooking. Did you not watch Sesame Street? It doesn't go 8, 9, 11. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of disturbed sleep there. What I'm going to do is just remove these operations. Or maybe he's in there because of the carcinoma growth. Ah, he's in there because of the carcinoma growth. Okay. I have no idea how you tend to carcinoma at 70% effectiveness with your hands. But, whatever. Big old shrug for me. Doesn't make much sense to me, but I guess it doesn't need to. Who am I to question the medical prowess? So I'm just making the kitchen, or the dining room area a little bit larger than it was previously. And in fact, given that it is a pretty area, ooh, more cargo pods, I will go so far as to remove the floor, because smooth floor is prettier. Oh, this will be easy to get, and they're hops, so beer. Cool. Stormy, you don't have a lot of oh, no. You are the surgeon, and Tony needs to lose some of this as well. So, the issue is manipulation's a teeny bit weaker due to the radiation buildup. Not enough to deter me from surgery once we have that arm ready to be installed. Oh, we should also probably get this back on. Speaking of temperatures, let's go ahead and see. Acid. No, everyone's nice and temperate warm. Alright, so if we check the beauty here, the tiles are 1 and the smooth is 2. Honestly, making a big case to rip up a lot of the flooring that was already smooth. But now this has become very impressive with very, very little effort. I think additionally what I'm going to do is install this light here and install the beer out there. Free up some space in the dining room. And then I can't put the fermenting barrels out there, but I can move them. And then it becomes even more spacious. Now it's very impressive with pretty much no added effort. Alright, so if we are getting married, let's do it here. If we're having a party, if we're caravanning. Okay, cleaned up a bit. This room, of course, does not have a lot of space for true recreation items, of which I have not yet made, but are sort of long overdue, in my honest opinion. Now, if we wanted to move things around, like let's say I wanted to make it larger, so that we could put a billiards table or a pool table in there, I'd probably have to get rid of the nutrient paste dispenser and push the kitchen this way, maybe? Or push the kitchen into the hospital and move the hospital elsewhere, like possibly here. Food for thought. Just tossing it out there. Alright, so here comes the bionic arm. James is in intense pain, hiding in his room. That is a really good mood break, because that's totally fine with me. Hide away. Alright, so someone that is not going to be... Alright, Kazumi, you will not be doing any surgeries or anything like that. And Safalu. Oh, you know, Safalu, you're going to work on the power grid, so acid. I do sort of like... Oh, I added Tony, didn't I? No, I did this right. I do sort of like how you have to plan out your projects, given the radiation levels of the people that you have involved in said projects. So if we're moving stuff, let's go ahead and ditch some weapons first. I'm going to have... acid load some of this stuff up. How heavy are you? Alright, let's add this one to limited, add you to limited, and get you to haul that. And now, Kazumi, two trips. Alright, so we'll have more slag to break down. They unload stuff like slag in the order that they receive it, so they're not all that bright about that. Hops. And while you're up, uninstall that mortar, because we're going to be moving it eventually. We really haven't done any digging, because Janes is having a little mental breakdown. Okay, I'm just going to uninstall it there. Kazumi now will get a whole lot of brewing done. That's exciting. We get some more beer. I am still thinking about that kitchen remodeling. Yeah, I guess I'll wait until I actually have large recreation items, like the billiards table and the poker table. But on the other hand, the billiards table could just as easily go outside, or the poker table could, just to keep them from getting cooped up indoors. So I might want to think about another outdoor recreation patio, something along those lines. Alright, so that arm is just about finished. Our surgeon, Tony, is not really getting any healthier. Not in a normal time frame. Alright, so the bionic arm is done. So let's go do this. Stormy, you are going to get... what is it? Left? You're going to go get a left arm. It's just a pinky, right? It's crazy that I'm doing this, but manipulation is significantly weakened. It's weakened 8% by missing a pinky. So, that's not good. And we will use real meds on you and a real doc. Please don't screw this up. It's expansive. Alright, so Stormy now has the bionic arm, so manipulation will be above, not below. It will be like 123% because of the radiation buildup. And then it would be the time to cut into James as soon as he's out of his mental state. He's worked himself up into a malnourished frenzy. So that's healthy. Where'd those granite blocks come from? Huh. I don't know. Extreme break risk. I like how he worked himself up into such a frenzy that he's worse off now than he was before. When he went in, he was only like... He was like yellow, barely mental break. And now he's like deep, crazed mental break. Alright, so Stormy is conscious. I guess it's time to... Let's start... What is most important? I'm going to say the left leg. Because that's a bionic piece. And I'd really hate to waste more bionics. So... As much as I want to rid him of cancer, this does both, right? Alright, so 2 bionic legs. Let's go with the... installing the right lung first. And then to save us a lung, let's go excise the left. And this costs the most meds. He's gonna wake up a new man. There we go. That all worked perfectly. Much probably because of Stormy's manipulation of 110%. That definitely helped a lot. So, James is fully healed. A little malnourished, but that's his own fault. Fully healed. That's very exciting. You don't expect these things to go right all the time. Like, I wouldn't say a pessimist, but a realist. You know, Randy giveth, Randy taketh. You know the deal. So, when things go well... Oh, you know what? Did we? Okay. Good. We did not. I was worried that the steel mace was smelted. So I need to start working on goals again, don't I? I think I can't recruit these guys until I add the second hydroponics, and the second hydroponics is sort of reliant on the extended power grid. So... There will be a sort of domino effect eventually, where a lot of these ducks are in a row and they get done. Why am I adding this back to home zone? I have no idea. Stop me, please. I don't know. Looking at these dirty, dirty hallways kind of bugs me, I guess. Alright, so he's extreme break risk. Let's take a look at his needs. He's hungry. Oh no, he's about to be very, very happy. Working on a burning passion, minor passion, rather. Could you go mine? So he's made yet another sculpture for our kitchen. Do we get the beauty here? Oh yeah, we do. Okay. Beauty only has such a range, so it's important to have beautiful things close by. Alright, so now Jane's is... No, don't make a sculpture. Why aren't you mining? Let's see. Mine is 2, art is 2. Mining of 2 should... Oh, because this is outside of no radiation zones. Ah, okay. I was curious about that. It was kind of low-key bugging me. Alright. And then what I will do is... Actually, I will put him on limited radiation so he can do some additional mining. Alright. Then... we have a mortar in the hole. So not only are we going to have to mine out this, but then we're also going to have to put walls in, right? So it's going to look something more like... more like that. But they're up to the task. Item stash for Bionic Eye and a triple launcher. Guarded by eight enemies. For that? They must be kidding me. That is not so worth it, if you ask me. Just my humble opinion. Considering how easy it would be for us to make a Bionic Eye, and a triple launcher is only useful for really doing raids, which we are currently not. I might end up doing raids, but we've yet to decide that. Alright, Mr. Sunlamp, you're going to be turned on soon. That kind of sounds wrong. No, that sounds wrong too. You will be plugged in soon. Yes, that sounds more correct. Okay, so let's do steel auto doors. They open and close nicely. Is that a steel auto? Yes. Okay. And then another thing I should consider is attaching some of the future bedrooms for our Ancient Danger friends to the farm, because the farm's going to have to be heated. So I'll probably put one more bedroom here and then 3 bedrooms somewhat attached to this farm somehow. That's the plan, at least. Looking good. In fact, we would work a little faster if it was lit, wouldn't we? We could do that. So what do we have? We have a kidney, a lung, a bionic stomach. For a bionic stomach... I'm not sure. Maybe I'll wait until I have, like, gut worms. and install it in whoever gets gutworms. I think that's what I'll do. Another thing I could do is to run my power in these walls. I went to the painstaking efforts of adding walls so that we wouldn't have power out in the open. So might as well run it in the walls, right? Okay, looking good, looking good. I'm guessing I have any stone block. Yeah, it's forbidden. I was wondering why we were building up so many chunks. So I'm leaving the dirt here so that we can, excuse me, so that we can add some non-hydroponic crops to the farm here, so I could have some food variety, I suppose. James is going to step out, and there we go. So taking a look here, I can now deconstruct all that, and eventually this will all be mined out as well. Uranium slug, cool. Next up. Black armors wouldn't be bad. I guess I already have a free mortar. So, power armor? Let's go power armor. Long range mineral scanner is a particularly useless tech for us to have, I think. As most of the minerals are going to be out in the open, and that's just fatal. We also need... Okay, they're starting to carve some blocks. This project surprisingly took a lot of our extra marble. Guess I shouldn't be that surprised. So then I'm going to have to lay out hydroponics carefully. Let's get rid of this door. I think we can't mine here. Can I mine here? Oh yeah, I can mine here without breaking the door. Let's just go do that. So some of this isn't double insulated, but it should be warm enough in here that it won't matter that much. Okay, so why aren't they working down there? They're just going to sleep. That's understandable. Any animals? Nope. Still a nuclear winter. Oh, pirate merchant. Hello. Okay, move this pod in. Or beacon, rather. My warden. Stormy, I suppose? Now, pirate merchants probably don't have very much I'm after. Whoa! Very cool. Offering healer mech serum. That is a trade run I can fulfill. Wow, they have an architect leg. And they're willing to buy my bolties, but not for very much. They would buy some of the... They would buy the bionic stomach I made. Look at all the luciferium they have. And buy... Yeah, there's really nothing for me to trade with them. What I probably will do is buy... What is this? 9 apiece, so 10, 15, something like that. I'll buy their Nuturamine. 17 Nuturamine. Yep. Just so that I can make more meds. I have a lot of Nuturamine, but I could also make Wake Up and stuff like that. All right, 26 days for 4 machine pistols, normal or better. That's a deal. Machine pistol, due until I have 4. Normal or better? I already have one. It's terribly broken, but they're gonna accept it anyway. So, make with drop on floor, make with aggro, or actually just take to the best stockpile because we're not gonna make too many. And normal or better. What does this take? Components and steel? No problem. For healer mech serum? No problem. Speaking of healer mech serum, no one needs it, so that's cool. But it's a very, very nice thing to have, like an ace in the hole. Same with that res mech serum, so stuff to keep for dark times, you know? Well, that's about all the time I have for this episode, guys. So, thank you all for continuing to give me your attention during these episodes. Not this, because obviously today is Friday, but next Friday will be yet another poll. So if you are a patron of mine, don't forget to submit ideas for that poll. If you are just not a patron, feel free to drop your ideas into the suggestion box of Discord. I sometimes source ideas from there myself and put them on the poll. Or you can, of course, become a patron. And thank you all very much for your feedback, tips, tricks, all that stuff. And I'll catch you later. Adios.